Come on, man. Call that. I definitely hit you. Nah, you didn't hit me. I don't feel anything. Nope. Nothing. Hey, buddy. You don't want to call that? That's okay. That's okay, because I got something else you're definitely going to feel. I know what you're probably wondering. Supervisory, why do you have a sledgehammer? Well, this is my little hit confirmer. You know, whether someone is intentionally not calling their hits or maybe they're just not feeling it, it's okay. This will help us figure it out. On an unrelated note, today we're talking about the top 5 worst airsoft purchases. This is stuff that we probably bought thinking it was going to be cool and useful, but it really turned out to be just dumb and useless. By the way, I'm not attacking anyone with this video. As you're going to see, I own all this stuff. This is meant to be more like a fun little reflection on stupid stuff that we all bought along the way. And maybe in the future, it's going to help someone who's maybe looking at buying one of these items. Without further ado, let's get into it. Number 5 spot, we have drop leg holsters. I'll be honest, I bought this thing thinking it was cool. Like, honestly, at the time when I purchased this, I didn't even have a pistol to put into it. But as I found out, this thing sucks. It's awkward, it doesn't stay on, like it falls off, it rubs on the inside of your leg, and when it does work, it's not all that good. When you kneel down with this thing, the pistol itself goes off into weird directions, and I can't tell you the amount of times I was wearing this thing and I slammed it on something on accident because it was just like sticking out. Only redeeming factor of this thing is that you could just rip it off the little drop leg thing itself and have the holster, but I wouldn't use it because it's just a garbage holster anyways. At the number 4 spot, we have Airsoft Springer shotguns. This is probably the most controversial thing on this list because there is a very rare minority of Airsoft Springers out there that are cool, but the vast majority of these things suck. When you buy one of these things, you expect 2 things: it to work and it to sound cool, and they don't do either. Most of the time, there is no cool sound. It's more like a dry fart, and as you can see, they break super easily and they start slam firing like it just did right there. You will break this super easy and it will just start slam firing because something inside it gave up. It's definitely not worth spending any amount of money on. The way you load these things is not good as well. The vast majority of them take these like pseudo like shotgun-esque magazines. They're so lame, they don't work, and it just results in like double feeds and whatnot. This is something that you buy once, you use it a little bit, and you throw it in the back of the closet and never touch it again. The number 3 spot, we have elbow pads. I'm not talking about knee pads. Knee pads are useful. I am talking about elbow pads. And I know you have a pair of elbow pads because they usually come packaged with knee pads so that they could charge a little more for the knee pads. But it's like, what is the point of these? They don't look cool, they're not useful, and like I'm not going to the skate park, I'm not hitting the half pipe, I'm going airsofting. Why do I need elbow pads? It's like this random useless thing that I think most airsofters have that like there's no use for it and there's no redeeming qualities to it. At the number 2 spot, we have lasers. Okay, I'm not talking about like a PEC box or an IR laser. I'm talking about like the Walmart brand, cheapo, comes with a Springer laser. You know, I know most of us have these. You either got them with like a cheap Springer, or maybe you bought them because you played a little Resident Evil 4 too much. Like, what are these for? You probably used it a little bit in the house to like mess around with your pet or whatever. But when you actually took it out to a field, you forgot about it. If you take it outside, you can't see the laser, and if you take it inside, it's like, okay, yeah, you can see the laser, but what are you gonna do? Focus on the laser instead of shooting the person? The only reason this ranks so high is that there's always those kids out there that use these to like blind people from across the field. That's why in a couple fields by me, these are banned. Number 1 spot, we have the Airsoft mesh mask. You probably expected this. This is like the quintessential bad airsoft product. Not only is it bad, but it's dangerous. You know, you'll never be able to use it because no airsoft field will ever allow you to use this. And even if they would, why would you? Because These things are dangerous. A BB will go through this and hit you in the eye. Even if it didn't break, it's like looking through a freaking cheese grater, okay? Now, if you don't believe me on how bad these are, I'm gonna shoot it a little bit. I'm gonna show you how bad it is. To show you how bad this is, I brought out, you know, this little pumpkin right here, and he's gonna be our little test dummy. I'm gonna put it on here, and I'm gonna shoot it a couple times. I'm just gonna show you how dangerous wearing one of these is. As you can see, it put a hole right through this thing. Like, definitely, this is not safe to wear. And imagine that, but that was your eye. All right, and there's this like glass metal residue all over the melon. Like, definitely a bad day. Also, that thing wasn't even shooting that hot. For reference, last week, a dude shot my tempered glass GoPro and cracked it. Imagine if that was shooting at this. It would have gone straight through this and straight through the melon. Like, imagine that was your eye. Now we have one final test to do with this mask, and that's going to be the sledgehammer test. Because obviously, if it can't stop a sledgehammer, then how is it going to stop a BB, right? Because that's, you know, that's how it works. Sledgehammer is moving way slower than a BB. So obviously, it won't protect you from a sledgehammer. So it won't protect you from a BB. So yeah, you probably should definitely not wear this thing at any point ever. But yeah, guys, that's basically it. That was the top 5 worst airsoft purchases out there. If you guys have any ones that you think were bad, but I didn't include in this list, you know, leave a comment, do all the stuff, hit the like and subscribe button and whatnot. And yeah, comments help, so please leave a comment, and have a wonderful day.